So you've got this amazing idea for a business. That's the super exciting part. But here comes the real question. Who is actually going to buy your stuff? Well, today, we're going to break down how you find those perfect customers, the ones who are out there just waiting for what you've got to offer. Let's jump in. You know what I'm talking about, right? It happens to everyone. You're chatting with your friend about needing new running shoes, and then bam, suddenly your whole social media feed is one giant sneaker store. It's kind of creepy. Is your phone listening to you? Well, probably not. The thing is, what's really going on here isn't magic. It's just incredibly smart marketing. Businesses are basically detectives trying to figure out exactly who their customers are and what they're into. And their whole goal is simple. Put the perfect product in front of the perfect person at the exact moment they're thinking about it. Okay, so to get how they do this, we got to start with the absolute basics. First up, what even is a market? Now, the biggest mistake any new entrepreneur can make is thinking their customer is just everyone. I mean, sure, anyone could buy your product, but trying to advertise to the entire planet, that is the fastest way to run out of money. The key is to focus. And this brings us to two totally different ways of thinking. Over here, you've got mass marketing. That's kind of the old school way, just creating one message and blasting it out to everybody. But these days, the real power is in target marketing. That's all about zeroing in on a very specific group of people who are your most likely customers. It's about being precise, not just loud.
All right, next section, from everyone to someone. So how do you actually do that? How do you go from the whole world all the way down to your perfect customer? Well, smart businesses use this really powerful tool called the marketing funnel. Just picture it like a filter. You pour the entire market in the top, and only your best customers come out the bottom.
At the very, very top of that funnel, you have what's called the total available market. We just call it TAM. This is the absolute biggest picture number you can imagine. It's like if every single person on Earth who could possibly want your product actually bought it. That giant number, that's your TAM.
But, let's be real. You can't reach everyone. So we move down one level in the funnel to the serviceable available market, or SAM. This is the part of that giant market that you can actually get to. For example, if you make an online course, but it's only in English, your SAM is just the part of the world that speaks English. It's not the whole pie, it's just your reachable slice.
And that brings us finally to the bullseye, your target market, or TM. This is the super specific group within your reachable market that you're going to aim all your energy at. These aren't just people who can buy your product, they're the ones who are the most likely to. So here it is, the whole process laid out. It's your strategic roadmap. You start big, understanding that huge total available market. Then you get realistic about the serviceable market you can actually get in front of. And finally, you focus all your firepower on that laser-sharp target market. This isn't just some classroom theory. It's exactly how smart businesses plan their attack.
Okay, next up, how to find your people. So we get it, we need a target market. But how do we actually find them out in the wild? Well, the secret is a technique called market segmentation. The best way to think about it is like you have this giant pizza, and you're just slicing it up into smaller, more specific pieces.
At its core, market segmentation is just sorting people into groups based on stuff they have in common. And once you do that, you can craft a message that speaks directly to them instead of just shouting at everybody. And there are four main ways marketers slice this pie. First up, geographic. This one's the easiest to understand. It's just about where people are, right? A company that sells snow shovels is probably going to focus its ads on people in Minnesota, not Miami. Pretty straightforward. Next, you've got demographics. This is the who part of your customer based on hard statistical data. Think about a luxury car brand. They're probably targeting people with a pretty high income, not college students trying to scrape together ramen money. Now we're getting to the really interesting stuff, psychographics. This isn't about who they are on paper, it's about how they think. What do they care about? What are their hobbies, their values? A brand like Patagonia isn't just selling jackets to people who are cold. They're selling to a specific type of person who values the environment and loves adventure. And finally, we have behavioral segmentation. This is all about what people actually do. Think about your favorite coffee shop. They probably have one of those punch cards, right? Buy 9 coffees, get the 10th one free. That's a marketing tactic aimed squarely at the behavioral group of loyal, everyday customers. So, you did it. You found your target market. You're all set, right? Job's done? Nope, not even close.
The best entrepreneurs on the planet know that your customer today might be a totally different person tomorrow, because markets are always on the move.
I mean, check this out. Sotheby's, this super old kind of stuffy auction house that's famous for selling million-dollar art. And what are they doing now? Selling super rare Nike sneakers. Why? Because they realized that the definition of a collector was changing, and to reach a new, younger generation, they had to sell what that generation actually cares about.
And honestly, the biggest engine driving all this change is technology. Just think about it. We've all got smart speakers and smart lights in our houses, and you probably do all your banking right from an app on your phone. Every single one of these new technologies creates new problems and, of course, new opportunities for businesses to solve them.
So the real takeaway here is that finding your people isn't some task that you just check off a to-do list. It's a constant process of listening, watching, and most importantly, being ready to adapt. So the real question for you as a future entrepreneur isn't just, who's my customer today? It's, who are they going to be tomorrow? And how am I going to be there waiting for them?